No, as you can see, I am not in the spaceship. I am actually in my room, you know, at home in Maypen, in my room. Now, today, what I want to talk about is what do you really want to do? What do you really want to do? And I really wanted to talk about that because I believe we should learn to separate what we really want from what we were told to want, or what would look good to other people. And sometimes when we pursue things, we end up getting carried away because we want to look good for certain people, or we want to be, seen in a certain way. So recently I've been thinking a lot and asking myself, what do I want to achieve from the life I'm building, from the things I'm doing, and not just what do I want to achieve, how do I want to feel? Who do I want to become? You know what I mean? What exactly do I want to be doing in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, you know? And even for these videos that I'm making, I developed a content strategy. And, that's not what I really wanted. I just wanted to make videos, share my thoughts, you know, kind of have like a digital archive. So my kids can probably see these and be like, wow, this is what daddy was thinking. And look at that now. You know what I mean? By the way, this is my room, kids. I don't know if this will be here by the time you come around, you never know. But yeah, I got carried away. I started to post every day on Instagram, and I wanted to say things a specific way to, catch people, grab people, stop the scroll, da da da, you know what I mean? And some people are more in love with potential than reality. A lot of people fall in love with what could be instead of actually putting in the work to be what they should be. Falling in love with potential alone is like a silent form of denial. And I think I got carried away. You know, there was one time where I missed a 12 o'clock deadline that I set for myself because I wanted to post every day. And I was so upset, you know, and I just had to collect myself. I just had to think about, why was I upset? Why did I feel this way? I did post a video, but, you know, I wanted to prove to everyone else that I could post every day. And I did. I did for like 50 days straight, and I didn't want to stop. I didn't want to be a fraud. And that's not why I started to make these videos. You get me? That's not why I started to do all of this. I just wanted to make videos, and I didn't really want the pressure with it, you know. I didn't want to feel pressure to do so, to meet a deadline and all of that, and I did that to myself for no reason. So I stopped, It's probably been like 3 weeks now, and that's okay. I gave myself permission to choose differently, and I want you to understand that you can do that too. You know what I mean? Like, your life now for make sense to everybody else, except you. You understand? You're living your life. No one can live your life for you. So things can change. What you wanted at 17 doesn't have to be, what you have to choose when you're 30. You know, you understand? Don't trick yourself into being a slave of people's expectations and all of that. You know what I mean? Either way, I love you. I wish you all the best. I truly wish you all the best. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Song for today is This What It Feels Like by Lila Ike. Such a beautiful song. It's on the Feel It rhythm. produced by Protege and I think his team. Yeah, actually, it's a rhythm juggling. So a lot of beautiful songs are on this. Flowers and Flames by Monty Moore. Finally by Romain Virgo. Feel It by Protege. As I said before, really like his song. Amazing, beautiful. I absolutely love it. You should go check it out. Big up yourself.